there's people like when I posted the flyer that was playing that after party with Steve, people like, oh my God, no way, it's Steve Aoki. And I played with like arguably bigger like people in the dance sphere, like Marshmello and Chainsmokers and Kygo were all up there, but didn't get the same reaction when people see Steve Aoki. Be like, oh my God, it's Steve Aoki, because he's Steve. He's just like, he's such a iconic kind of personality.
Is there one particular one that, and this is a hard question probably, but that sticks out for you that was just like, I can't believe I did that?
There's a few of them. Obviously, I played Beld a couple times in Toronto, and playing for a hometown crowd is always going to be special because I have my friends there, and it's one of the biggest markets I've like grown up like performing in. So it's always going to be special. And then we just debuted a brand new stage in New York last Friday. So a lot of work and time went into that one. I'm still a little tired from it, but
so you debuted a brand new. Tell us about that.
So the stage was kind of this like ring portal of like LED and lights. It was like almost 10 feet tall or something. Been building it for a little while, and it was kind of inspired by my first album, Origin. We had this blue portal theme through it all, and it was kind of a physical representation of what was on the album. So it took a little bit to make, but the debut was amazing. A lot of programming and pre-production went into it. So special show for different reasons. Hometown crowd, a lot of fun. That one, tons of work went into it, but very fulfilling at the same time.
Like, do you, when you go to these shows, do you have like a vision of what you expect to happen? Or do you just kind of go out there and do your thing? Or is there a vision that you have?
It depends. Like this one, because we spent so long building it, I have like a really strong vision of what we wanted the show to look like and sound like, and what kind of inspired me to make it. Other times I'll go to random cities I've never been to before. Like if I'm in Reno, Nevada a month ago, and no real expectations of what I have going into that. So I have like a big folder full of music, and I walk in, I'm like, I don't know what the room's going to want to hear, but I'm prepared. And that's so much fun about DJing is sometimes you don't know what you're stepping into. And a lot of it is reading the room and kind of going on a journey with the fans and saying like, hey, like I tried this song that I like, didn't go over well, but like I played this other random one that they did like, and like I'm going to kind of play more music down that lane. And I don't know, it's a fun experience for me to play those because it keeps me more on my toes as
Do you have like a formula for winning over a crowd?
Yeah, like what? There must be that one song.
There's always a couple of throwbacks. So like undeniably don't miss. Like I feel like not like a lot of my sets hit, but like if you play like a Gimme 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 by ABBA or something, like generally that gets the crowd going. And if it doesn't, something's wrong with the crowd. Like if people don't react to a song that's a throwback like that, like something's wrong. So it's always like, there's always a couple secret weapons though. It's like, hey, throwbacks, undeniable ones like that, or like an Avicii song or two always usually gets the crowd going for dance crowds. So
kind of goes to like this idea that you've got that there's like a real golden era. Right? Like there's a golden era for electronic music and house music. Like, can you describe to people like where you think that is and how you are tapping into that now?
So for me, that was like kind of when I started DJing. I was going to University at Laurier. And in my fourth year, like all these big EDM artists crossed over to North America, like an Avicii, Alesso, Swedish House Mafia. And I really fell in love with it then. I was just DJing kind of local bars. I played rugby at Laurier, and our team wasn't the best at the time. And I was playing house parties, and that kind of inspired me to be like, hey, maybe this is more fun than getting beat up every weekend just playing these songs. So for me, that's always going to be that like my peak golden era. And it's probably different for different people. But for me, it's like big vocals, big melodies, like in moments you can kind of sing along to. And that really stand out is like, hey, like I have a time and place where I first heard that. And that can kind of grow and evolve. Like I feel like that could be now for someone else. And hopefully my music that I'm making now kind of makes those memories for a next generation of fans coming into dance music.
Nice.
We go the one down here on the bottom.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dennis Rodman.
So what is happening here?
This was at a horse race. We weren't even inside yet. Just kind of on the like outside, like waiting to get in front of like a red carpet. I think it was blue. The photographer's like, yeah, we're gonna get a photo really fast. Wearing a little flamingo necklace my manager gave me, but I gave back to him. It was like a communal necklace. It was definitely an interesting moment. We didn't get a chance to talk a lot.
I was going to say, did you talk?
Not really. No. He's pretty intimidating too. It's
really?
He's tall and it's.
Are you a fan?
A little bit. Like I watched like there's that one doc on Netflix where it's like the Chicago Bulls run.
Yes.
I saying it was before that. I watched that bit, so I knew a bit more about him. But that one's not as crazy of a story as the other ones. It's more like
we just kind of met him.
What an interesting character, man.
I know. He should. So
he's got a pretty wild outfit. He's wearing like a shiny silver skirt.
I mean, you can't expect anything less, right? If he just showed up in some jeans and like a t-shirt, you'd be like,
like what song would describe him? I don't even know.
I don't know.
You got to collab. You got to get him on. I know. Put him on a track at some point.
Something.
I feel like he rap. I don't think he's a singer.
You do some spoken word. Tell some stories.
Great shot. I love it.
All right, we got one more here.
Oh, I mean, Steve Aoki.
There you go.
It's at New City Gas in Montreal, I think a month and a half ago. The summer's been a bit of a blur. It was after Ilsonique, the music festival up there. So got to hang with Steve a bit before the show. His flight got delayed coming in, so he was kind of rushed. He ate dinner in the green room.
Yeah.
And then I had to go on. He's a really good dude. I feel like as far as people in the industry go, it's like he's probably one of the bigger ones and has like no ego and always remembers people, and he's super nice. We put a song out together during the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, that's also part of the reason why we included that in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea that, you talk about the golden era, basically being a fan, and now you're doing the thing that you loved, that you were a fan of. When you get to meet these guys, these DJs, and even work with them, is like the child part of you, not the child part, but like the younger part of you.
Younger Frank.
So the Frank kind of just like freaking out.
No, it's definitely really cool. And he's just such an iconic one too. It's like, I feel like he's one of those DJs who's transcended dance music. And there's people like when I posted the flyer that was playing that after party with Steve, people like, oh my God, no way, it's Steve Aoki. And I played with like arguably bigger people in the dance sphere, like Marshmello and Chainsmokers and Kygo are all up there, but didn't get the same reaction when people see Steve Aoki. Like, oh my God, it's Steve Aoki. Because he's Steve. He's just like, he's such a iconic kind of personality.
There are like, you just mentioned people who have these personas, right? Whether it's like a costume or there's like something that they bring to the table where they are known as, like you can meme them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even Steve with like throwing cakes and stuff like that at the parties. Is the goal to, like you said, he's done, transcend the genre to get to a point where, because there are people who are like legends in the genre that maybe for the mainstream, they know that they've heard the song if you say the name, but they might not know as well as someone like Steve.
I think part of it, like some of them that have that kind of more mask, like I said, a Marshmello or a Deadmau5, where they kind of, their brand has become bigger than them as a person because it's kind of like that iconic look that they have. And that's obviously transcending the genre for like one reason, which I'm not wearing a mask, so I don't think I can do. But I think it's cool to have your music kind of transcend outside that space. I think Diplo is someone who's done that really well. Like a lot of people know Diplo as like an artist and a person outside of his music. Obviously, he's had some massive hits, but I definitely think it's a cool way to cross over. And like for me, like I feel like my music's not super niche, and it's cool when people outside of a typical dance space reach out to me. It's like, hey, like I love this song for this reason, or whatever this other reason might be. And maybe they're not someone who's been to like an EDM show, like a rave before. And it's cool to be able to connect with people outside of just like, hey, you made a really cool drop.